I thought I heard the first mate say, John Kanaka-Tula-Yay. You'll work tomorrow, but not today. John Kanaka-Tula-Yay. Tula-Yay, Tula-Yay. John Kanaka-Tula-Yay. I thought I heard the old man say, John Kanaka-Tula-Yay. Today is a sailing day. John Kanaka-Tula-Yay. Tula-Yay, Tula-Yay.
John Kanaka-Tula-Yay.
Hello and welcome to the Hyde Street Pier facility of San Francisco Maritime National Historical Park, a part of the National Park System. The Age of Sail program has been running here since 1982, and we average over 10,000 students and 2,500 parent chaperones every year. Our mission is to bring the maritime past of the Pacific Coast to life, and to have our children and our students understand the importance of that history to the development of the state of California and indeed the nation in general.
Explorers, settlers, gold miners, they all sailed to California. Not many people found the treasure that they were looking for, and only some found the opportunities. But many people came through the port of San Francisco and forever changed the culture of this coastal city. Today, the state of California owes much of its economy, its diversity, and its rich heritage to its maritime past. One lumber schooner, the C.A. Thayer, and one square rigger, the Balclutha, now call Hyde Street Pier San Francisco home. It is the year 1906, and the great San Francisco earthquake has left the city in ruins. Lumber is needed to help in the effort to rebuild the city. The captain of the C.A. Thayer sends the second mate to shore to round up a crew to sail to Oregon, where their cargo, planks of Douglas fir, awaits them. But to the captain's surprise, the second mate returns with some 30 green hands, or lads that have never spent a day at sea, let alone worked on a ship. The captain looks them over and decides that they might do after all, for though they are a motley bunch, the first mate should be able to make a apprentice seaman out of them by the end of the voyage. Come down to Hyde Street Pier, where the present meets the past, and history comes to life. It's my third year doing the C.A. Thayer. I've had 3 different crews. I started with the Galley Crew, which I think is a really good beginning crew for a newbie. The kids, I think, really learn independence, and the thoughts and problem solving that come through this probably comes through strongest after they've been here about an hour and they've settled down.
Okay, she found the recipes. Milk. Okay, I'll find the sugar. You find the milk. I'll find the chocolate. And the recipes. Okay, now, what do we need to find sugar. I'll find...
The Galley House is where the Galley Crew cooks. And the Galley Crew are basically the chefs on a boat. Coconut. She's like the main chef who gave us instructions and introduced us to the boat. She's the one who told us how everything works, how everything goes, and you know what we say when we open the oven door and the fire door. Oven open!
The second crew I did was the Rigor Crew, and watching the kids learn the practical applications of the knots and having them try and see knots slip through that they thought were solid, and to try and talk things through and get that praise from the crew members. You can really see the pride and self-accomplishment that they come up with.
This is a block and tackle. You landlubbers call it a block and tackle. It's used on a ship. The Rigor Crew uses it, and they use it for the bosun's chair.
Ho! Ho!
Enjoy teaching and the opportunity. It's really an opportunity to give these lads a chance to experience something that I doubt very few parents would be able to give them. I truly believe that.
We learn different kind of knots, like the bowline and the square knot.
A bowline is a knot that is used on a ship. It's used for the heaving line, the bosun's chair, and also to help you wash your clothes. You tie the bowline onto the ship, and then you just drag your clothes through the water.
One thing the program I think really does really well is encourages cooperative learning.
On the ship, we had to make coils, especially in the deckhand crew, which we had to do a lot. First, we had to undo the coils from the dock and carry it onto the ship, and then redo the coils on the ship again. It was actually pretty fun, but a lot of hard work. It's a really good way to get to know your classmates better, and I think that's really what's important.
Where that garbage can is, up against the bulkhead.
For as long as I've been doing it, immediately upon a return from the voyage, there's a great sense of camaraderie with the group, but a lot of empathy towards the other people in each crew.
The thing that I learned that on the ship is raising and lowering the dory, and it'll help me because if I'm on a ship and it's sinking, I can raise and lower the dory to help get people to safety.
Going on the fair was hard because when we were raising and lowering the dory, we had to keep it even, and I had to give all the orders. So.
Yeah, I don't think you deserve an 8. I think you deserve better than that. I'll give you a 9.
If there are children in your class who you think have leadership potential, those kids really do well too, because they have a chance to really step forward, shout some orders really loud, tell their crew exactly what to do, and to have adults backing them up on that. I think it's a really valuable experience for them.
Everything blends in. I mean, we go from reading to writing to social studies to music, science. It runs the entire gamut. You can pull bits and pieces from the curriculum standards, and it just plugs right in.
It's kind of cool because we get to learn how to do ship talking and how we have to learn to be like an adult doing real work.
Some of the things the adults are required to do as a tall sailor, their primary job is that of a safety observer. And so they can't step in and say, here, let me do that for you. That just can't be done. It's a problem-solving experience for the lads, almost an introspective time for the adults, because they are observing, if you will, from the outside.
The kids go from insecure and looking for reassurance and guidance to ending up with that self-assurance that they did it and they did it right, and it's all about them and all about their needs.
The sea is a magical place, and today children do not get the experience to actually go to sea.
Right, exactly. Not facing the right way.
We hope you'll be encouraged to bring your students or your children on board for a voyage into history. If you'd like to learn more about our programs, you can find out more at www.maritime.org, and we have a special section reserved for teachers and parents, which will explain in more detail how our program works and how to step aboard. As we sailors like to say, we wish you fair winds and following seas.
I thought I heard the bosun
say, John Kanaka-Naka-Tulaye, it's one more pull and then belay. John Kanaka-Naka-Tulaye, oh, Tulaye.